What's going on? My name's Mike from Evolve Inc. and today we're going to be going over 8 of the most expensive tattoo artists in the world. We're going to be going over the pricing of what they charge and the quality of work to see if they are worth it. And real quick, leave a comment below on who your favorite tattoo artist is and why, because I'd love to hear. Coming in at number 8 is Oliver Peck, charging $100 per hour. First off, I was not aware that Oliver Peck was the Guinness Book of World Record holder for completing the most tattoos in 24 hours, so that is pretty damn cool. Now, I'm pretty sure you know who Oliver Peck is because he's pretty famous in the tattoo industry. Even if you don't have tattoos or if you like tattoos, you've probably seen him around, mostly because he's one of the judges on the TV show Ink Masters. Now, aside from being on Ink Masters, he is a tattoo artist himself and he does own 2 tattoo shops in Texas. And like I addressed earlier, he does charge $100 per hour for the tattoo session. Now, me personally, for being that famous and all the popularity he has just from being on Ink Masters alone, I personally feel like he could add a little bit more to his price, like charge a little bit more. But I mean, $100, you know, that's a modest price. Now, he's not the best tattoo artist in the world, in my opinion, but I do believe that $100 an hour, that's pretty reasonable for what you're getting and who you're getting tattooed by. All right, so number 7 is Mike Rudendahl. The first time that I personally heard about Mike Rudendahl was at the Philadelphia Tattoo Convention because he was one of the guest artists there, and I thought that was pretty awesome. So now, one of the reasons why he's so famous is because he has a really well-known tattoo shop in Long Island called Kings Avenue. And also, aside from the shop being so popular, his tattoos won over like 50 awards, so yeah, there's that too. And he's probably best known for his Japanese style of tattooing. Now, in my opinion, $150 for what the quality of work that you're getting from him, I feel like he's undercharging. I feel like he could go a little bit higher. Coming in at number 6 is Bob Tyrrell at $150 per hour. Now, Bob Tyrrell's work is known for his photorealistic tattoos. And I gotta say, these things are like really insane. And of course, his horror tattoos are like almost too realistic to where they look kind of creepy. Like, seriously, look at this right here, $150 per hour for this. Like, I'll pay this all day if this is what I wanted on my body, all day and every day. Coming in at number 5 is Dave Tedder at $150 an hour. And I believe I saw a documentary about this guy before. I think he started off as a piercer before going to become a tattoo artist. Yeah, Dave Tedder started his career as a piercer, but only because he wanted to get into the ink world. So yeah, there you go. And he's one of those guys that you really wanted to go to if you want to get one of those old school Asian kind of bodysuits that you see that are still pretty popular to this day. But for me personally, I feel like what he charges, $150 per hour, I feel like with that money, you could probably go and find a better quality tattoo artist. His work just doesn't really wow me that much. All right, so number 4, I know you know this name, Kat Von D at $200 per hour. Now, I don't know if I just been living under a rock, but I personally don't hear that much about Kat Von D anymore. But when I was younger, she was like everywhere and her tattoos like were everywhere. I feel like back in maybe 10 years ago, if you thought tattoos, you thought of Kat Von D. Now, she is still tattooing to this day, and if you wanted to get a tattoo from her, you're going to be paying a pretty penny. Now, I could argue that she is probably one of the most well-known and famous tattoo artists living today. With that being said, you will not go wrong. If you have the privilege to go get a tattoo by this woman, you will not go wrong with the tattoo that you receive from her. Like, her realistic portraits are insane. And for $200 an hour, I think personally that's a full-blown steal. And when thinking about Kat Von D, I know she went through a bunch of drama and media stuff, but just look at her art and then take away all that stuff. I mean, she's a good tattoo artist. All right, so coming in at number 3, $300 an hour goes to Paul Booth. Paul Booth, one of the older known names in the tattoo world. He's one of those tattoo artists, if you want a really bizarre horror style tattoo, he is the guy to go to. Now, for me personally, I feel like he's overcharging just a little bit for the quality of work that he does, but that's just my opinion. The work is good, but the money, I feel like you could do a little bit better. All right, so we're down to the last 2, and coming in at number 2 is Anil Gupta, charging $450 an hour. Now, based on what information we have from the internet, Gupta was one of the most expensive tattoo artists at one point. But with that being said, he's still in the top 3. I personally remember seeing one of his tattoos on my Instagram feed, and it got me looking for a good like 5 minutes just looking about how detailed the tattoo was. Like, his biometrical tattoo style is like, it's unmatched in my opinion. Now, if you're the type of person that wants to get that biometrical tattoo style, he is your go-to guy. But with that being said, it's gonna cost you a pretty penny to get tattooed from him. And with that being said, I wanna know what you think. $450 for his style of tattooing and the quality of his ink. What do you think? Do you think it's worth it? I think it's worth every penny, but that's just me. Coming in at number 1 for the most expensive tattoo artist in the world, based on the information on the internet, is Scott Campbell. $2,000 for the first hour and $200 for every additional hour after that. Now, people put this guy on a pretty big pedestal, and I saw articles saying that he is the best tattoo artist in the world. Now, I wouldn't go that far, but his art, it's pretty damn good. I feel like what he charges is fueled by the popularity that he has as a tattoo artist. But like I said, the tattoo work is pretty damn good. But $2,000 for the first hour, and then $200 every hour after that. And a lot of his tattoos that I personally looked at, they don't even look that like, they don't look like they're gonna take that long. Now, I might get some hate in the comments, but I feel like a lot of the tattoos that he does, you know, there's tattoo artists out there that could charge, say, $150 an hour for the same quality of ink, if not better. Now, do you guys agree with me? Let me know. Or am I on my own island? Don't forget to leave a comment on who your favorite tattoo artist is. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell notification just so you don't miss future videos. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.